Seeking feedback, action principles. Nobody likes negative feedback. Nobody likes to hear that things are not good. Nobody likes to hear that his products or her service or his service are bad, are not good enough. And therefore, we're usually not actively seeking for feedback from customers. That's first thing. Seeking negative feedback is like gold in our hands. It's important to get negative feedback because it tells us what we need to improve and what we can improve. But it's more than that. You should look for rare, unusual feedback. Feedback that is not openly there, that you don't just get by asking questions. Let me give you an example. In a restaurant, the first feedback is, how did you like the food? Pretty much everyone says, it was okay. It was good. There's another feedback. What was left on the plate? That's also feedback. And it's negative feedback. Whatever is left on the plate was either too much or not good enough. And this is now a rare type of feedback for a restaurant. It's either too much of it or not good enough. And if it happens frequently, of course you don't change it just because one person left half of the food on the table, because that person may just not be hungry. That's not the issue. But if you see every time the fufu is left on the plate, then you know there's something that's a problem. Try out and experiment with making the fufu better, with improving the quality of it. These are small little experiments, often really tiny ones. You all know Google. You probably have all used Google in your life. Google does an experiment every minute by asking the question how they present the Google information. And they find out by experimentation whether it works better, whether you click more or you click less. The same thing for you. Take everything as information, and the negative information is the most important information that you can have. So use it because it's gold in your hands. It gives you opportunities, new ideas, new ways to think about it, and you should actively look for it. And it tells you something about the market and how the market is changing. It's not stable. So the feedback issue is the most important issue. Now there's one set of feedback that I have not yet talked about, and that is mistakes. Your mistakes and errors is feedback. And it's awful feedback. Nobody likes to make errors and mistakes. But it's feedback that tells you what can go wrong and in which way you can improve. So mistakes is as usual, as useful as feedback from the customers, because it tells you that the process is not working yet well enough, that you can do a little bit more of this, a bit less of that, to understand how to improve things without mistakes. And mistakes can also be inefficiencies. Yeah, if a waitress goes to a table without cutlery, in case it is a table where you have cutlery. Or without a menu, in case there is a menu in that restaurant. So inefficiencies are also ways of thinking about mistakes. Use all of this feedback to improve your services, your products, your wares, and whatever you do.